What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. Despite my dislike or even disdain for American politics, or just all politics in that matter, I found myself following along with the US election. Because honestly, I couldn't escape it. Being in North America, didn't matter what I went to, whether it was YouTube, Reddit, Instagram, Twitter, it was everywhere. And realistically, why wouldn't it be, right? When you're in Canada, we're such a smaller speck on this earth compared to the United States. So of course the United States news is going to suffocate anything that's happening in Canada. But I wanted to kind of like weed through the smoke and find any type of news article that wasn't really election related. And I came across this one, and you can probably tell by the title of this video what it's about, but I'm going to link the article down below, and I'm also going to put something on the screen right now. Article is titled, Oregon to become first state to decriminalize hard drugs and other states adopt recreational pot. So I don't want to talk about the recreational pot part. I want to talk about Oregon decriminalizing hard drugs. Now, this was voted on through the Oregon state election, and it was actually passed, which the fact that it happened is amazing. I honestly believe, and I've been on this planet for 29 years, the war on drugs has failed. And they need a different approach. Maybe the approach they currently have doesn't work, and we should stop funneling money into that and look at other ways to help people and help drug-addicted people get better, instead of throwing them in jail, instead of forcing them to pay obscene fines or whatever it is. Let's see if this works. And honestly, I'm okay with it. I would be happy if Canada started doing something like this to decriminalize hard drugs, because I don't think that these people should be put in jail for years and years and years and years for doing drugs. Dealing drugs, different story, but doing them, I can't blame these people because the majority of them are addicted to it. So let's find the problem, which is addiction, and find a solution to it, which isn't putting these people in prison. So this is what Oregon's doing. Okay? When the state implements the provisions included in Measure 110, which is the drugs measure, I guess, people caught with small amounts of heroin, cocaine, LSD, and other drugs, I'm assuming other drugs are going to be like psychedelic mushrooms, DMT, other drugs like that. I don't know what other drugs are there. They will have the option to either pay $100 in fines or attend a free addiction recovery center. Now, a few of you guys are probably wondering, who's going to pay for it? Well, let me tell you, they have the answer for that. Measure 110 proposed funding the recovery centers through tax revenue generated by the state's legal cannabis industry. There you have it. They already have the solution. They have the plan. And it makes sense. So I'd really like to see this widespread, not just through the United States, but in Canada, maybe over in Europe. And I don't know why more developed countries haven't looked into this. Because one, it's going to decrease your prison population, which then decreases your strain on the public funding for those prisons, can get people clean and make them contributing members of society, and you could actually eliminate a lot of the drug trade if you eliminate the customers, because the customers are no longer addicted to it. So we can get them off of it. The one drug that I do, interesting that they didn't mention meth, I don't know how I feel if they were to decriminalize meth. Maybe I'm okay with it, maybe I'm not. I don't really know. But maybe it's like you either do all of them or you do none of them. I don't really know. Either way, I'm okay with where they are right now. I think the fact that Oregon is doing this is a great idea, and I think it's a good pilot project. Maybe other states are going to look at them. Maybe the country of Canada will look at it and say, will it work here? I don't really know. And honestly, what it could do is maybe help the indigenous population of Canada, the ones who are addicted to drugs or addicted to alcohol, and give them the recovery that they definitely need. Give them the resources they need to get better. And maybe that will decrease the population of our prisons. Maybe that'll help people out. I don't know, but I think it's foolish to continue this constant war on drugs that is clearly failing and clearly not working. So eliminating the customers by getting them the help they need, this is a win-win for me. Now, the funny thing that I will mention is the fact that this was completely backed by the Oregon Nurses Association, the Oregon Academy of Family Physicians, and American College of Physicians, the Oregon chapter. Like, doctors were the ones that pushed for this. Crazy that your health initiatives come from doctors instead of, district attorneys. Well, some district attorneys, the article goes on, also backed the initiative. At least 24 of the counterparts voiced opposition to it. I would love to know what the median age of those who opposed it were, because they're probably the ones that still believe that incarcerating everybody is how you solve problems. Just a pro tip, it's not. It's not how you solve problems. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. It's pretty sweet. The other thing, Oregon people from Oregon's, because I think it's Oregonians, also voted to move ahead with legalizing the therapeutic use of psychedelic mushrooms. I don't really know how that's going to work out. I hope it works out for the patients that are going to take it, because you can have a good trip or you can have a bad trip, from what I've heard. And honestly, you hope that if you're giving it to somebody for recovery purposes or whatever it might be, that trip is good. Although I'm sure they're like microdosing or something like that, so the trip is a little bit more controlled. I don't know. I don't really know. I just, yeah, it's pretty sweet. New Jersey and Arizona, recreational cannabis will become legal, which I don't know why this isn't more widespread. Like, what's wrong with cannabis being like just legal in the United States? Why do so many states have to hold on to it for dear life and be like, no, it's a gateway drug. And it's like been proven that it's not a gateway drug. That, like, how many potheads do you know? Yeah, do they shoot heroin up on the side? No, they don't. I guarantee you more alcoholics do cocaine than stoners do cocaine. Like, if anything, alcohol is more of a drug, more of a gateway drug than cannabis has ever been. But that's neither here nor there. All I want to know, guys, is what do you guys think about this? Do you think Oregon was in the right to decriminalize this, or do you think that they need to stand pat and criminalize all hard drugs because drugs are bad, as Mr. Mackey would say, and you shouldn't do them, period. And we shouldn't incentivize people to do them, and we should not let them be a burden on our tax dollars for doing them, even though that they're still a burden on your tax dollars if they go to prison. But regardless, I want to know what you think down below about this new Oregon law of decriminalizing hard drugs. But as always, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos from me, basically uploading every single day, hit the subscribe button. I thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you on the next video. I was going to go into my outro again. Thank you. Have a good one. Bye. Did I really just end my video like I would end a voice call? Hi, yeah, I hope you have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye. Okay, I don't know. Maybe next video will be more professional. Who knows? Stay tuned to find out. Subscribe button down there somewhere, or up there. Or how does it work on mobile? I don't know. I'm stopping now. Thank you. Thank you for watching.